welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to show y'all how I made the Enchanted Rose from the movie Beauty and the Beast. And it's not entirely perfect or accurate, but I think it turned out pretty cute, so I'll just show you how I did it real quick. First of all, let me just tell you what the objects are so you can find them if you decide to use mods, and this will only work if you're on the Xbox One or the PC, unfortunately, so maybe one of these days we'll figure out how to make it on the PS4 or something. So this object right here is from the SOE mod in the virtual reality section. Of course, the bread box is from the Vanilla game. The table is from Vanilla. These roses are from a mod that I had ported over for me by a friend, Res Shark. It's called the Taters and Tomatoes mod by Jet4571. And then these two items are from the USO mod, and that's the mod by Andrew CX. And I think the SOE mod is by CC Mads. If I'm incorrect on that, someone please correct me. So yeah, we'll just start with I think I want to make this smaller first, so we're going to scale this down. And I'll scale it down again here in a second. And this is using the Place Anywhere that I'm using. That's what those little menus are when they pop up. So I want this to stand upright. So the bread box was facing upright, so if I want that to stand up going the opposite way, I turn the bread box this way. And I just copy the position and paste it to this so that it will move in the way that I want it to. And you want to do this as close to the object that you're wanting to put it on, because as you move it, this will rotate. You'll see what I'm talking about here in a second. So right now I want to go into the menu and scale it down a little bit more because it's a little bit too big. And I really couldn't find anything else that would kind of, the Enchanted Rose kind of has like these little glittery stardust things that kind of float off its petals, and I tried using a disco ball, but the disco ball's radius of its light stays the same no matter what way you scale it, so that really didn't work. Okay, scale it down one more, which takes it to 0.01, which I don't want. I want 0.11. Okay, so our bread box is in the way. Okay, so see how when I move, the projectile block is moving weirdly with it. So I want to get it as straight as I can, and we're just going to move it right onto the table in the middle. That circular part is what we're going for. Then you hit Place Anywhere, B, Place at Location. Okay, now to get it from shimmering, you want to press A and release on just any random object, and A and release on there so it won't shimmer. And then we can come over here and inspect it a little bit better. Now, you can raise it up more if you want, or just keep it like that. It is sunk into the table a little bit, but that doesn't really bother me. So, we don't need our bread box anymore, so I'm just going to store it get it out of our way. Okay, so that's kind of what the middle is going to look like. You can perfect that and, you know, get it to the exact position that you want. Just for time's sake, I'm going to leave it that way. Normally I probably would adjust it to where it's a little bit more centered. So coming over here to the roses, I made these all static, so I need to pick them up again and drop them again so they're not static anymore. And we're going to need 5 of them, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's, okay. Now one part that's tricky is getting that rose in the middle to stand up. It's not an easy thing to do, and normally I wouldn't record this part, but I did want to show that you know, when we do these things, sometimes they're still very difficult to do, even though we are using mods. Okay, so what the problem is here is because we shrunk down that projectile, it's still retaining its original size. So that's why it's bumping up against there like that. Normally what I would do is just fast travel out of the settlement real quick and then come back so it's not the original size of the object is not there anymore. So I might as well go ahead and do that, because if I don't, it's just going to keep bothering us. So we're trying to get this rose to stand up, upright, so I can move it on top of the table, and dog meat is going to be a problem here. Hey, stay. Just stay right there. Okay. Dang it. This is a little bit tricky, but you have to have a little bit of patience to get it to stand up. And what I might do is I might put something else over here, like one of these thingamadoos. And the reason I can't do this through the build mode is because the flower won't stand up through build mode. It only lays it down on the ground. we want it to stand up. Okay, so didn't have to fiddle around too much, I guess. Well, why can't I stand back up again? Okay. I've been playing so many other games, I forgot which button does what. Okay, so I probably could have done that an easier way, but it didn't take that long. To stand it up, the rest of them are going to be laying down, so... And I don't have rose petals, so that's what the other roses are going to be doing, is acting as kind of looking like rose petals. If that makes any sense. Okay. Okay. So you want to click on it and release it. Because if you don't, then it's going to, no, I don't want to do that. It's going to act funky when you come back to the settlement. So you have to do this part out of build mode. So you put it on the highest step, which is 10. And we want it to go right in the middle of that thingamadoo. That, this thing. Oh. Whoa. Might be able to turn the step down a little bit. Okay. So, as you can see, it's in there. It's not perfect. It does look a little bit crooked, which is good, because the flower was, I believe, wilted. So, and we can't wilt things. We can tilt it, but we can't wilt it. So, but yeah, so that's how it's gonna be looking. And, I did, because the top is so kind of big, I stepped this up a little bit to where it was a little bit bigger. And so now you can scoot it over a little bit more, I guess. So yeah, it doesn't have to look perfect. Okay, so now these I put up on the table, and then I scaled them down. What did I scale them down to? I think half. Yep, I scaled them down to half. So 0.50, and then I just kind of positioned them on these little circlets here. And then yeah, you gotta make every one of them static. And then since it's sinking down a little bit, you're gonna move it up. Okay. So the next one, same thing. What am I bumping into here? There we go. I don't think that one fell down into the table like the other one did. Okay, and gonna keep going with it. Set that one up there just haphazardly for a moment till we get it positioned the way we want it. Okay, make it static, and then of course we'll have to move it down because it's like floating or whatever. Move to the right a little bit. Okay. What? Hey. Whoa. No. Okay. Okay, no, it's not. Let's go ahead and scale you down here so I don't mess it up. Okay. Okay, there we go. Make that static. Okay, from a distance they kind of look like the little petals that have fallen down. I'm going back into the workshop mode because I need to click on each one of these and release so they don't sink down later on. Okay. Click on that one, release and let go. Or pick it up and let it go. Pick it up, release it. Get my words backwards there, but y'all know what I mean. Okay. And so now we're gonna take this part right here and whoops. He's not gonna let me do it from here. Okay. So we need a little bit of reach room maybe. Just because of the position that I put it in, probably. That's alright. wrong one. Conduit. Hopefully that one will be enough for each room. Okay. Okay, so you can see it kind of from here. Let me see if I can get a better view. There. Okay. What? There we go. So just keep edging it up there. And there you have it. That's the Enchanted Rose. Now, I did put a little light, a floor light, to kind of help it. I don't know if my conduits probably aren't close enough for it. So we'll take a conduit from over there. Is it? Yeah, okay. Oh wait, did it hook? Did it hook? Yeah, it did. It hooked. Sometimes I can't hear the little tring ring. Okay, so let's get the light. And so you could kind of shine a little light on it like that, or just you know, not have a light on there at all. Turn off my light so you can see it a little bit better. Let's make it nighttime to see what it looks like. Haven't really seen it in the dark. Hope this isn't too terribly boring. World manipulation. We want the date and time. No, I didn't mean to do that. Time. We want to put it at 9 p.m. I guess. That might be dark enough. There it is. It's pretty. So yeah, maybe manipulate the light a little bit. Like you could scoot it back further so where it's not so bright. Or you could take it away altogether. We'll just see what it looks like. Come in here, menu. Okay, so without a light at all, that's what it looks like. So I think having the light there kind of helps you see the rose inside better. So that's probably why I put the light. That makes sense. Okay. So it was, what was it about right there? So let's see how far we can get it about that far away before you start not being able to see the rose in the inside. So that is my version of the Enchanted Rose from Beauty and the Beast. I set this table up over here because I thought you might be able to put one in there, although it might look a little bit more modern looking or industrial looking in there. So I guess you could use that setup as well. So let me know what you guys think, and I hope you're doing all right, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.